What, these scammers are getting really lazy. I've just had a random text message. It says, Mum, I've had an accident with my phone. Can you message me on this number, please? Sure. Anyway, evening everyone, how are we? Thank you very much for joining us. I'm back from my London trip. As you can see, I've also had a really bad haircut. Yeah, welcome along. It's Thursday, 23rd of February. I am back from London. 36 hours of whirlwind stuff, flying in, flying out. Hosting a quiz on Wednesday night. This is this is the fourth quiz I've hosted this week. Hosted the quiz in my local on Tuesday night, then flew down, well, didn't fly down, drove down to London for hosting a quiz on Wednesday night for the wonderful people at Adobe. Then Zoe Ball's breakfast show, the quiz this morning, which I've caused a bit of chaos. It's me, who cares? I'll explain it later. And then, yeah, now with you fine and lovely, wonderful people this evening. So good evening, and how are you all? As always, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Welcome along to our Facebook viewers who normally watch this on Facebook, who are only watching this on YouTube. There's a bit of an issue with Facebook streaming tonight, so I didn't want to take a chance. After the last time I was live with you wonderful people, yeah, I think we've gone away from that now. Anyway, yeah, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz on Twitter. Let us know who you're with, where you are, what you're doing, etc, 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 etc. And yeah, hope you're all well. I'm just going to jump in saying hello to people because there's stuff in the shout outs that I've already seen. Move my foot. There's stuff in the shout outs I've already seen which will then help me tie in with some of the things I was going to say anyway. So good evening to our friends over in Horby, the two weird dots above the O. I have a funny feeling you're going to enjoy a certain part of the quiz this evening, and I'll say no more than that. So hello to you guys, hope you are well. And there we go, straight away, hello to Claire. Half a point can cause so much trouble. Right, let me explain this and then I'll do your shout out. So I was actually in the studio with Zoe and the team for the first time for a long time this morning, and I caught a glimpse of Richie's paper, and from my view it looked like he didn't have a single answer right. So I thought, being nice, he's not going to win, I'll give him half a point. And also he looked at me with puppy dog eyes as if to say please, please. So I gave him half a point, only to then see his paper properly, and he had 3 and he then went and won. So it's really awkward. But yeah, it's still good fun. I've taken a bit of flack for it, but hey ho, that's life. But yeah, it was still good fun with them all this morning. And I don't know whether they've put a picture up, but I'll see if I can nick a picture of the trophy that I printed up and presented to Richie this morning. I don't think they've done anything with it yet. So yeah, I'll see if I can get a picture and put it out there somewhere. But yeah, going back to the rest of it, a shout out please for my poorly hubby Brian Adams of the Bakewell Tarts. I'm hoping he can manage to stay awake long enough for us to get 50 out of 50 tonight, from long suffering Claire. I'm sure you're not long suffering Claire. But yeah, good evening to all of you, hope you are well. Getting well, more to the point, Brian. Could you say a big hello to Joe Kelly, our 87-year-old nan. She's playing with us today and she loves everything you do for the quiz community and charities. Oh, thank you very much. One thing that I've got a couple of things around the anniversary and stuff tonight, and one of them is to do with a charity, so we'll talk more about that a bit later on. Quite a very big thing I've got to announce in a little while. That'll come along in the first break. I told someone last night and it took them a couple of seconds to sort of like come back round as to what I'm planning to do. Good evening, Sam, hope you're all right, mate. But yeah, so I told someone last night and it was like, what? Right, okay, you're nuts. But I'll tell you more about that later on. A shout out for the Abs and Turner clan would be much appreciated, Jay. We've been with you every Thursday since you started. We've been a man down in our team since last August when my dear father-in-law Richard Turner passed away, but he keeps us out in spirit. Yeah, all of our, I know that was August, but all of our condolences to you guys as always. Keep up the good work. Thanks for your continued effort. That's from Rick, Tracy, and Anne in Charente in France. Whereabouts is that? Is that because I've got a wedding to go to in at the beginning of June this year, so we're staying somewhere towards the south of France. I'll have a look afterwards, but anyway, hello to all of you guys. Yeah, hello to Barbara Lewis as well, good evening to you. Zoe says would love a shout out for my mum Debbie as it's her birthday today. We joined first quiz together in lockdown and have joined every week since, even though we no longer live together. Thanks for helping us keep in touch. Well, you're more than welcome, and happy birthday to you, Debbie. Hope you're well. I am losing my voice, by the way. The corporate quiz I did last night, the microphone didn't work very well. So to get it to work, you had to kind of shout into it. So my voice is probably going to go before the end of the quiz. Cue lots of cheering from everybody. Hello to Moogie and Phil. Good evening to you guys. A big shout out to Mo Chapel Finlow, who has been quizzing since the first quiz. It's her birthday today. Please wish her a happy Heinz variety birthday. Love from Lennon, Sassy, Scott, Jane, and Linda. I'm assuming the Heinz variety is potentially the age, so I'm just not going to, I'll gloss over that bit. Let you work that out yourselves. But yeah, happy birthday to you, Mo. Hello to the Quizzy Rascals. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're well. Shout out to Max and his mum, Nicola. Play every week without fail and average around 35 out of 40, which is a good score. Very good score. Shout out to Toby's team in Taunton, who have also been playing since the first Thursday. So good evening to you. Jeanette John and Laura Armstrong in Belfast. Hello to thee. Hope you are good. Hello to Ben, my husband. We've been playing since the first. Everyone's out tonight. We've sort of been playing since the first lockdown, which is good to see. Been playing since the first lockdown. Have yet to score 50, but our best was 48. Well, again, good scores. And as I always say, 50 out of 50, it will eventually happen. It will have to happen. Law of averages. I saw this earlier. A big shout out to the Europeans. We play across a couple of countries. Spain, UK and Switzerland. Sinead, Tanya, Joe, Jess and Zach. When they actually join us, they are usually too tired. Been loyal from the first quiz and we still love what you do. Well, thank you very much. And see, international. We've got that international appeal. I don't know how, because most of the questions are UK centric. However, geography makes a return tonight. Bye, everyone. Come back. It's not bad. So, yeah, good evening to you guys. Hello to Beauty and the Beast. To both of you as well. The Beast sat here on the sofa frantically trying to find the quiz and panicking, saying he's not on. He's not on. I chuckled to myself for a while, then reminded her it was only Wednesday. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. To be fair, I did that this morning when I realised I hadn't set up the live stream for tonight, and then realised, panicking, thinking I was a day behind and I'd missed Thursday. But yeah, so good evening to both of you. Hello to Tony, to Jill, Ross and Vicky, the usual suspects. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Hello to the Evans as well. Love from the Bosworths. Hello to the Klein family and Sam Hemblade in Medway. Oh, down there. I know that area very, very well. Gillingham and Chatham and Rochester. So hello to you guys. Hello to hashtag Fangirl and Fanboy. How are you both? What are you doing sneaking into the Facebook shoutouts? Oh, okay, fair enough. Just to wish Vicky's mum, Irene, all the best for her hip replacement op on Tuesday. I know she's feeling pretty rubbish about it, but they're all there for her in love and love her lots, which, yeah, we're all here for you. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. I'm sure it'll go smoothly, exactly what you want it to be, and you will be on the mend before you know it. Good luck to Karen and Ken, because Kimberly unfortunately is getting over the thing that has still yet to be mentioned in nearly 3 years. I can't believe I've not said the word, really. But yeah, so get well soon, Kimberly. I'm sure you will be on the mend soon. Hello to Sir Bill Tutor, who I think we've named. Are you Sir, Lord? What are we going with? I'll stick with Sir for now. 4 out of 5 this morning. Didn't get the zombies. That was a great question. They've got Lily James on the show tomorrow, and I'm really gutted I'm not still in London, because I would have been allowed to go in and say hi to Lily. But yeah, so gutted I'm not still there. But yeah, joining as usual. He says good luck to all of the YouTube live chat legends. Hello to Angela, who said shout out for hubby Fred. Please, I'm flying solo as he's gone to Manchester United v Barcelona. Ooh, I hope it's the right result for you. So yeah, hello to you. Hello to the Quiz Kings, Deb and Joe. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Hello to Brenda Robinson. Good evening to John Peck. This was a little joke, a still running joke. That's been going on in the YouTube live chats Facebook group, where he sort of put a post up saying that Facebook was going to be closed this month on the 29th, the 30th and the 31st. So they basically said, you know, no quiz. And I said, don't worry, I've moved it to the 32nd. He now says he can't do the 32nd, but he can still do the 30th, which is good to know. I'm sure we'll be fine. There's going to be some people who need that joke explaining, but I'll leave you to sort it out. I've just realised there's no countdown timer on as well. Let me do that. 8 minutes. That can't be right. At least that's not right, but at least it'll help you sync. Because I've not got YouTube live chat open to save my bandwidth, and then just sort of suddenly realised there's no countdown. Too busy reading these. Hello to hello. Hi, start again. Hi, Jay, Dave, and Lynn, the Leamington Loungers. Can you say hello, as always, to the Devonshire Dumplings, Dave, Jean, and Chris? Good evening to you. And then the rest of the newbies, Linda and Claire, the Bakewell Tart, and the Black Isle Peas. Newbie Linda scores 3 out of 5 this morning. Well done to you. And hello, as always, to the King's Arms in case that I've even seen whereabouts you are now. So this sounds really weird. I'm like stalking the King's Arms in Caister, but at least I now know your location. So if I ever am in that direction, I will stick my head in and come and say hello. So yeah, hello to the Carrot Crunchers over there. Sue and Norman in the King's Arms in Caister. So good evening to you guys. Over on the, oh my word, I've taken Twitter off for 30 seconds and it's like jumped up with notifications. I'll start with the ones I've got on my screen. Hello to Kieran and Lorna. Good evening to both of you. I love that. Hope you recover from the jet lag in time. Yeah. It's going to take a few days to get over that, and it wasn't not even travel. It's the traveling's fine. I just it's whenever I'm back home, I'm exhausted because it literally is. It's in and out, but I fill the time while I'm down there because it's so thinking expensive to come down to London at the minute. I just fill the time with as much things as I can do in a short space of time, so I just end up getting back exhausted. Hello to John and the Welling Wizards. Good evening and welcome back to you guys. I know you were at the theatre last week. Hello to the Cat Attack gang. I won't say we'll win because we probably won't. That's Amy, Ali, Scrunch, Pops, and Brits. I love the nicknames people put out because I never know what where the nicknames have come from, but the nicknames are always great, and I love the fact that you then chuck it out into a public domain. It's great. Right, let me push that button and take it. Oh, that is so cool. Sorry, back to the top. Hello to Monica and Alan. Good evening. I hope you get well. There we go. I've just gone on Twitch and it says no clock on screen. It is now, but that is well out because that's going to take me on my end to about 20 past 8, and that's not good. Hello to the Bored and Brainy bunch here as usual. Good evening to you guys. Hoping the questions are a bit easier this week. Only easy if you know the answer, and I've stolen that from Chris Tarrant. Hello to Barb, Louis, Paige, Ian, and Hells. Full house for them, so good evening to you. Mrs. Ali Jackson, and Mr. Jackson has got the biggest smile on his face because he's got a new notebook. Excellent. That'll keep keep them all going for you. Now, did you have to resort to pen and paper for a bit? Because what you'll have to do is you'll have to like normal pieces of paper. You'll have to transfer those answers in to keep the consistency. Just saying. Hello to Kingstonians, Helen and John down there in Eastbourne. Good evening to you guys. Hope you are well. Scroll up to the top because it's changed. No, I think we're all good on there. Right, I'm going to give it another minute and then I'm going to kill that timer. In fact, I'm going to take the timer off now because that'll just confuse everyone. That one there and then do that one there. Hello to all of the legends in the YouTube live chat. As always, let me just film that one there and do that. Yes, good evening to all of the YouTube live chat legends. Hello to all of you. Hope you're well. And then, here's a beautiful picture. If you're a London Underground geek like I am, which most of you know, you need to check out the Tube Mapper online. He does some beautiful pictures of London Underground stuff. So yeah, go and check him out. He's got one of Wimbledon Park, my hometown station, and I've put it as my desktop. Hello to Mr. Alan Jackson, the other Alan Jackson in our Patreon Discord server. Hello to Two's Company, Lindsay and all of the Allens, Team A and TB. The White Regis Social Club, good evening to everybody down there. Hashtag Fangirl and Boy, good evening to both of you. Tuesday night dinner, hope you guys are well. Tristan and family, good evening to you. Hello to Jan and Richard. Paul and Roxy, good evening to thee. I think I'm going to miss some birthdays in here. Oh, happy birthday to Jeanette as well. I know you're celebrating this week. Two's Company and everybody else who is in there. Oh, happy birthday to Kelly as well. I clocked it, I've seen it. And everyone else in our Patreon Discord server. But now let's get this quiz underway, please. There we go. Hello, there we are. Welcome along. It is Thursday the 23rd of February. My voice is rapidly going, so I'm going to get through this very quickly. Big announcements coming up for the break for the 3rd year anniversary and what I have up my sleeve, and you are not expecting one of them, I will tell you that now. But before we get to that, let's do 30 questions. Let's start with entertainment as we always do, kicking off with this, please. There we go, for number 1. Which musical has songs Come With Me, The Song That Goes Like This, and Knights of the Round Table? So which musical has songs Come With Me, The Song That Goes Like This, and Knights of the Round Table? Number 2, which actor played the role of Captain Hook in the 1991 movie Hook? So which actor played the role of Captain Hook in the 1991 movie Hook? Number 3, what is the name of the long-running BBC panel show featuring Paul Merton, Ian Hislop, and guest presenters? So what is the name of the long-running BBC panel show featuring Paul Merton, Ian Hislop, and guest presenters? Number 4, what colour of eyed girl did Van Morrison sing about? What colour of eyed girl did Van Morrison sing about? I really have worded that badly, but you know what I mean. Number 4, set in the Yorkshire Dales, what is the name of the Channel 5 rebooted series based on the books of Alf White, stroke James Herriot? Alf White was his pen name. He was James Herriot. His pen name was Alf White. So set in the Yorkshire Dales, what is the name of the Channel 5 rebooted series based on the books of Alf White, James Herriot? I'm trying to crack my thumb all day. Number 6, Everything I Do It For You was a hit for Bryan Adams after being the lead single on the soundtrack to which 1991 film? So Everything I Do It For You was a hit for Bryan Adams after being the lead single on the soundtrack to which 1991 film? Sorry, in the Discord server, Tristan was, I'm 1 for 1, 100%. We're 2 for 2, smashing it. 3 out of 3, it's our week. 4 out of 4, it's happening. And then a word beginning with B. Oh dear. Have a think about it. Take your time. You'll get there. Number 7, how many solo number 1 singles did Tina Turner have in the United Kingdom? Was it 0, 1, or 2? So how many solo number 1 singles did Tina Turner have in the United Kingdom? 0, 1, or 2? Number 8, name the game show from this. The heat is on, the time is right. It's time for you to play your game. This needs to make a comeback. You were brilliant. But name the game show from this. The heat is on, the time is right. I'm nearly doing it in the tune. It's time for you to play your game. No, technically it's time for you to play your game. Found out he was a famous movie composer as well, who wrote the theme tune to that game show. Number 9, who played Donna Sheridan in the 2008 movie Mamma Mia? Who played Donna Sheridan in the 2008 movie Mamma Mia? And number 10, which of these girls' names doesn't feature in the title of a Beatles song? Is it Lucy, Eleanor, Julia, or Michelle? So which of these girls' names doesn't feature in the title of a Beatles song? Lucy, Eleanor, Julia, or Michelle? Round 2 is a bit of food and drink for thee this evening. Kicking off with this, number 1, Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauces originates from which country? So Tabasco sauce originates from which country? Number 2, what is the name of the seed commonly found on the top of burger buns? So what is the name of the seed commonly found on the top of burger buns? Train. Look quite busy that for a change. Number 3, according to the UK fisheries, which is the most consumed fish from chip shops? According to UK fisheries, which is the most consumed fish from chip shops? What will you eat before? So I said this a couple of weeks ago, I always tend to do a food and drink round when I'm hungry. And actually, I'd eaten. And then I've written this in 3 stages this week. I wrote general knowledge at the beginning of the week. I wrote a couple of rounds while I was in London last night and then finished it off when I got back. Number 4, there are 3 general categories of wine: red, white, and what? There are 3 general categories of wine: red, white, and what? Oh, you couldn't write it. Okay, right. I missed that one. Right, okay. I'll come back to a question from entertainment in a minute. Number 5, which coloured sugar-coated chocolate treat started life called chocolate beans? So which coloured sugar-coated chocolate treat started life called chocolate beans? Number 6, during World War II, which of these foods were not put on rations? Butter, ham, cheese, or bread? So during World War II, which of these foods were not put on rations? Butter, ham, cheese, or bread? I wonder if I can get away with saying that question number 10 in entertainment was a trick question. I've got 14 questions to think about it. Number 7, arachibutyrophobia. That's it. Arachibutyphobia. I even practiced this earlier. is the fear of which foodstuff sticking to the roof of your mouth? So arachibutyrophobia, yeah, is the fear of which foodstuff sticking to the roof of your mouth. Yeah, anyway. And it's spelled out phonetically in practice. Number 8, which country consumes the most donuts per capita in the world? UK, Canada, USA, or Germany? So which country consumes the most donuts per capita in the world? UK, Canada, USA, or Germany? Too far. Number 9, which animal's stomach lining traditionally provides the outer layer of haggis? So which animal's stomach lining traditionally provides the outer layer of haggis? And finally, number 10. The pastry dessert of baklava is made with which pastry? So the pastry dessert of baklava is made with which pastry? Round 3 then, geography. Let's go straight into it with this. Number 1, what colour is the cross on the flag of Switzerland? Sorry, train. Which colour is on the cross on the flag of Switzerland? Number 2, Queen's Park Rangers are a football club based in which city? So Queen's Park Rangers are a football club based in which city? It's quite a few pastry desserts, Mr. Jackson. Quite a few. Number 3, the Pan American Highway is listed as the world's longest motorable road. I had to check, that's actually a word, but it is. Motorable road. How long is it? Is it 900 miles long, 9,000 miles long, or 19,000 miles long? So the Pan American Highway is listed as the world's longest motorable road. How long is it? Is it 900 miles, 9,000 miles, or 19,000 miles? Oh, I always spell desert wrong and desserts wrong. I spell lots of things wrong. Number 4, despite having a landmass slightly smaller than the USA, how many time zones does China have? I'm going to put the S in for that one. So despite having a landmass slightly smaller than the USA, how many time zones does China have? Number 5, which country can you find the Great Bear Lake? So which country can you find the Great Bear Lake? There is a possibility some answers have been repeated a couple of times tonight, but that's what happens when I write the quiz in 3 parts. Never mind. Number 6, which African country has the highest population? So which African country has the highest population? Number 7, how many land borders with other countries does mainland New Zealand have? There's a lot of lands in that question. But how many land borders with other countries does mainland New Zealand have? Number 8, Bridgetown is the capital city of which nation? So Bridgetown is the capital city of which nation? Number 9, if the Pacific Ocean is on the east of Australia, which ocean is to the west? So if the Pacific Ocean is on the east of Australia, which ocean is to the west? And finally, number 10, David the Builder Airport, also known as Kataisi International Airport, can be found in which country? So David the Builder Airport, also known as Kataisi International Airport, can be found in which country? Okay, right, I'm going to go back to this question because I want to clear it up now before we get to the answers. It's not a trick question. I put Michelle in there because I went through the list and couldn't find the name Michelle. And it turns out Michelle is also a Beatles song. So congratulations. To start the quiz, everybody is on 1 point. And if that was the one that was stopping you from getting 50 out of 50, well, even more congratulations. So yeah, they are all actually, they all feature. I picked a name at random, looked at the list, couldn't find it. And lo and behold, I've somehow missed it. So yeah, everyone gets a point for that. All of them, Lucy in the Sky and Diamonds, Eleanor Rigby, Julia on its own as well, and Michelle. So everyone can have a point for that. Right, okay. Going to take a short break now, as we always do. Now, in the style of how Steve Jobs used to announce Apple devices, I'm going to start off slowly and build into the big thing that I'm doing for the 3-year anniversary. So there are 3 separate things. There are 3 separate things I'm doing. They start off slowly and then they'll build to the big one. I will see you, hang on, Thursday breaks, that one there. I will see you in 7 minutes time and then I'll explain a bit more. Hold on a second, I'm back again. I've loaded the wrong one. Oh, come on, Jay. Right, browse. That'd have been really awkward. Everyone sat there waiting for it and go, where is this? That one there. Open. Close. Right, here we go again. See you in a minute. Okay, so there you go. That is what I am doing for the 3-year anniversary. I'll just quickly clarify them all one by one. So the week of live quizzing for the actual week of the 3-year anniversary. So there will be 3 live quizzes, one on the Thursday, one on the Saturday. So I'm going to go live on the Saturday, and also on the actual date of the 3-year anniversary, which is the Sunday the 26th. I'm going to go live on the Sunday night as well. There'll be 3 live quizzes, and then there'll be 4 pre-recorded quizzes as well. Yeah, my maths is right there. So that is those. The second one is the big smartphone quiz. So using the speed quizzing platform, there'll be a sort of a registration link, so we know how many people to expect rather than people just turning up, because it could get out of control very quickly. But that'll be live on Zoom. So it means that whereas normally I'm just talking to a camera, well, I'll still be talking to a camera, but I'll be able to interact with you all. I've done it a few times with Patreons, but we're opening this up to everyone, and it will be a lot of fun. Speed quizzing is always good. So different to the pen and paper, but we'll give you more details about that as well. And then the final one, I'm going to say no more on this. All I'm going to say is 80 hours of quizzing. The only thing I will say is not an outright Guinness World Record attempt. I am saying that now. It's not an outright Guinness World Record attempt. The dates are slightly wrong in there as well. I was supposed to put one of Maybank holidays and then started putting dates in and then got distracted. It will be one of the Maybank holidays, because on one of them I am on I'm on Beck's partner's stag do. It's one of my good friends, so I'm on his stag do for one of them, and I can't remember which one it is when I was putting it together earlier. But it's 80 hours of quizzing. I'm not going to give too much away because it is a combination of a lot of things. So there we go. Anyway, right, that's that for now. Those dates and stuff will come back on, come back up in the second break. But I'm going to go straight into some answers then for you. Let's see how you did with the first part of the quiz. Let's concentrate on tonight. The rest of it we can wait for now. But that's just so you know what's coming up. Let's do it. Entertainment then. Round 1. Number 1. Which musical has songs Come With Me, the song that goes like this, and Knights of the Round Table? It's Monty Python, Spamalot. Listening to those on the way back. We might have incoming as well. Number 2, which actor played the role of Captain Hook in the 1991 movie Hook? It was Dustin Hoffman. Here he is. Here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Come on, quick. Daddy's in some answers, and people want to know how they've done. So you're going to say hello and good night.
Good night.
All right, you don't need to shout. You've just woken everybody up. You got a wobbly tooth? Love you. Oh. Yeah, he's got a wobbly tooth. He's got his first wobbly tooth. Number 3, what is the name of the long-running BBC panel show featuring Paul Merton, Ian Hislop and guest presenters? It's Have I Got News For You? Number 4, what colour of Eyed Girl did Van Morrison sing about? It was Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, where did we go? Number 5, set in the Yorkshire Dales, what is the name of the Channel 5 rebooted series based on the books of Alf White and James Herriot? I didn't know anything about this until I came across a news article on it. It was All Creatures Great and Small. I didn't know they'd rebooted it. Yeah, Channel 5. Number 6, Everything I Do It For You was a hit for Bryan Adams after being the lead single on the soundtrack to which 1991 film? It's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Number 7, how many solo number 1 singles did Tina Turner have in the United Kingdom? None. She didn't have any solo singles. I think she had a number 1 album, but she didn't have any solo singles. Number 8, name the game show from this. The heat is on. The time is right. It's time for you to play your game. Beep-a-doo-doo-doo. It was Going for Gold. It was such a good show. If they're ever going to reboot anything, they've got to reboot that, because it was brilliant. Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to delete something. There we go, sorted. Number 9, who played Donna Sheridan in the 2008 movie Mamma Mia? It was Meryl Streep. And finally, number 10, I've taken the answer out because I've already given you all the points, because they all feature in the title of a Beatles song, and I'm going to go and research my Beatles songs better for next time. So everyone gets a point. Round 2, food and drink. Number 1, Tabasco sauce originates from the USA. Number 2, what is the name of the seed commonly found on the top of burger buns? It's sesame seed. Number 3, according to UK Fisheries, which is the most consumed fish from chip shops? It's cod. Number 4, there are 3 general categories of wine: red, white, and rosé. Number 5, which coloured sugar-coated chocolate treat started life called chocolate beans? It's not David Brent. What? Yeah, typical David Brent moment. Smarties. Double checking I haven't done it again. Number 6, during World War II, which of these foods was not put on rations? It was bread. Number 7, that word again is the fear of which foodstuff sticking to the roof of your mouth? It's peanut butter. Number 8, which country consumes the most donuts per capita in the world? It's Canada. I mean, to be fair, like Tim Hortons has like taken over the world up there, and now there's 50 Tim Hortons in the UK. I'd never even heard of one until I came across one this morning on my way back from London on the A40. There was one at the side of it. Number 9, which animal's stomach lining traditionally provides the outer layer of haggis? It is sheep. I'm not going to live that one down, am I? Just add it to the list. I'm sorry, all I've seen from Beck out of the corner of my own WhatsApp is ha 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 ha. And number 10, the pastry dessert of baklava is made with which pastry? It is phyllo. Normally I won't hide behind an excuse, but I've had a long week. Right, geography number 1. What colour is the cross on the flag of Switzerland? It is white. Number 2, Queen's Park Rangers are a football club based in which city? It is London. West London to be precise. Too far. Number 3, the Pan American Highway is listed as the world's longest motorable road, but it's 19,000 miles long. Starts in South America and goes all the way up into a consistently long road, go through the border of Mexico, etc., and you can get up into the USA. It's 19,000 miles. Number 4, despite having a landmass slightly smaller than the USA, how many time zones does China have? It's just the one, which, to be honest, I know it's a big country, but it kind of keeps it a bit more sensible, really. Number 5, which country can you find the Great Bear Lake? It is Canada. Number 6, which African country has the highest population? It's Nigeria. Number 7, how many land borders with other countries does mainland New Zealand have? It is 0. Now, I put it this way because I know that if I didn't put the word mainland in, I knew someone would come up and go, what about Antarctica? They have a claim to territory, but that's why I've put that in there, just to clarify. And number 8, Bridgetown is the capital city of Barbados. Number 9, if the Pacific Ocean is on the east of Australia, which ocean is to the west? It's the Indian Ocean. And number 10, David the Builder Airport, also known as Kutaisi International Airport, can be found in Georgia. There we go. That is all of your questions so far. 30 of them in total. How are you getting on? Let us know. People now sending me gifs of David Brent trying to dance. That's a good thing. I can barely dance, so at least I can't be David Brent in real life. Tim Hortons is now in Burnley. Oh, don't tell me that. I'm going to have to go up to Burnley to go to Tim Hortons. It was really nice, to be fair. Don't think it'll replace Krispy Kreme as my favourite donuts, but we'll see. You can't beat Krispy Kreme, though, to be fair. They have taken over. They're in all the motorway services and everything. Right, let's do it. We've got 2 rounds still to come. Connections, as always, and general knowledge. Yeah, okay. No clues for connections round because I quite like this. Beck ready to have a meltdown. Let's do it then. Let's see how you get on with these. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links them all together? Let's kick it off with this. Number 1, which car maker has the XC90, the XC60, the S90, and the EX90? Which car maker has the XC90, the XC60, the S90, and the EX90? Number 2, with a green logo, what is the name of the digital music service? With a green logo, what is the name of the digital music service? Bex just sent me an answer and then corrected herself. Love that. Is it? Oh, no, that's wrong. We're gonna all right. We're gonna get into a debate about donuts and which ones are the best ones in a minute, aren't we? Number 3, developed by Mojang Studios. What is the name of the sandbox building game? The best-selling video game in history. Oh yeah. And you know what? Jack is a master at this thing. We tried having a building challenge the other day between the two of us because we put it in creative mode, so it's not, not any of the bad stuff that's in the game. We tried a building challenge, and by the time he'd finished building effectively a mansion in the game, I was still sat there building the foundations. Number 4, the most common temperature scales are Kelvin, Fahrenheit, and Watt. So the most common temperature scales are Kelvin, Fahrenheit, and Watt. Number 5, how were Marie Fredriksson and Per Gesell better known? I've probably pronounced that wrong. I know I have. But how were Marie Fredriksson and Per Gesell better known? I may have made a mistake with the final question in this round. Hold, please. Nope, I'm fine. Overthinking and doubting myself as usual. Number 6, complete the film name. Cloudy with a chance of what? So complete the film name. Cloudy with a chance of what? Number 7, what award has fields of physics, literature, chemistry, and peace? Jeepers, I've got Beck shouting at me now, shouting answers at me. What award has fields, physics, literature, chemistry, and peace? I genuinely do worry about your other half when it comes to Thursday nights, because you like shouting out random names or random answers. He's probably sat there trying to play FIFA or what have you, and you're there shouting out like random answers. Number 8, what multinational retailer is best known for its flat pack furniture? So what multinational retailer is best known for its flat pack furniture? Number 9, which group had hits I Do, I Do, I Do, excuse me, I Do, I Do, Summer Night City, and The Name of the Game? So which group had hits I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, Summer Night City, and The Name of the Game? I mean, Beck's got the majority of the answers, but she's not proffered a guess as to what the actual connection is, so... As always, question 10, what link... There you go. As always, question 10, what links them all together? So what links all of those together? Let's wrap this up then with a bit of general knowledge to finish off. 10 random questions, kicking off with this number 1. By surface, land area, this is, like I said earlier, where I've written the quiz in 3 parts. By surface, land area, which is larger, Canada or the USA? So by surface, land area, which is larger, Canada or the USA? Yeah, because normally I just write self-contained quizzes, so 1, then 2, then etc. I don't write them in parts normally, because then I end up repeating answers. Number 2, how many holes are in a standard 10-pin bowling ball? So how many holes are in a standard 10-pin bowling ball? Number 3, what type of food is the Indian origin of paneer? So what type of food is the Indian origin paneer? Number 4, name either of the 2 planets that were not named after Roman gods. So name either of the 2 planets that were not named after Roman gods. I was going to make you name both, but I thought I won't be that evil. Number 5, what would you find living and working in an apiary? So what would you find living and working in an apiary? Number 6, on the 0 to 14 pH scale, which range would alkalines sit? Is it 0 to 6? Is it 7 or is it 8 to 14? No, you cannot have half a point if you go with one option that's not right. That was a one-time thing this morning. On the 0 to 14 pH scale, which range would alkalines sit? 0 to 6, 7 or 8 to 14? Number 7, this weekend sees the final of the Carabao League Cup. But which of these has not been a sponsor of the tournament? Is it the Milk Marketing Board? Is it Barclays? Or is it Coca-Cola? So this weekend sees the final of the Carabao League Cup. Which of these has not been a sponsor of the tournament? Is it the Milk Marketing Board, Barclays, or Coca-Cola? Number 8, complete the idiom, like looking for a needle in a what? So complete the idiom, like looking for a needle in a what? Number 9, what is the maximum number of players per team allowed on the ice in ice hockey? I don't mean when the big fights kick off and they all jump off the bench. What is the maximum number of players per team allowed on the ice in ice hockey? And your final question for this evening, number 10. How is the ulnar nerve better known? Is it the monkey bone, the funny bone, or the shin bone? So how is the ulnar nerve better known? The monkey bone, the funny bone, or the shin bone? Right, there we go. Right, yeah, that is all of your questions for this evening. Going to take another short break and then come back with some answers. So if you missed the first load of all the details and dates and stuff, ignore the dates on the bank holiday one, but the other 2 dates are set in stone because they're already in the diary. I'll ping this across and I'll see you in 7 minutes. The good news is we made it to the end of the questions tonight. Now let's see if we can get to the end of the answers as well, which I'm going to give you in just a moment's time. So get your answer sheets ready after the last live stream where it decided to, well, YouTube decided to boot me out. Right, so get your answer sheets ready. Let's see how you did. I've got that's loaded up because I want to go through some of that with regards to connection, and then I've got the thing about the planets. Right, perfect. Here we go. So here's your answers. Round 4 connections. Number 1, which car maker has the XC90, the XC60, the S90, and the EX90? It's Volvo. I've got the clarification on some of the bits because it might be unclear as to how they fit in. Number 2, with the green logo, what is the name of the digital music service? It is Spotify. Number 3, developed by Mojang Studios. What is the name of the sandbox building game? The best-selling video game in history. It's Minecraft. Number 4, the most common temperature scales are Kelvin, Fahrenheit, and Celsius. Number 5, how are Marie Fredriksson and Per Gesell better known? It's Roxette. Complete the film name Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Number 7, what award has fields of physics, literature, chemistry, and peace? It is Nobel. Number 8, which multinational retailer is best known for its flat pack furniture? It's IKEA, along with answer to question 6 and Dime Bars. Oh, too far. Number 9, which group had hits I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, Summer Night City, and the name of the game? It was ABBA. And you got a very, very quick look at it, but what links them all together? It is Sweden. So just to clarify some of the bits that you might not be sure on, because I think most of them will be obvious now that you know what the connection is. Number 2, Spotify. They were founded in Sweden. It's a Swedish company. Minecraft was created by a Swedish programmer. Number 4, Celsius. It was named after the Swedish astronomer. I can't remember his first name, but we'll just call him for now Mr. Celsius. Roxette, they're a Swedish group. Meatballs, synonymous with Sweden. Nobel Peace Prize, obviously presented in Stockholm. IKEA is a Swedish company. ABBA, etc. So that's the clarification on those, in case you were wondering. And general knowledge, number 1, by surface land area, which is larger, Canada or the USA? It's the USA. If you then chuck the lakes and stuff in, then it becomes Canada is larger by surface area. Number 2, how many holes are there in a standard 10-pin bowling ball? There are 3. Number 3, what type of food is the Indian origin paneer? It is cheese. Number 4, name either of the 2 planets that were not named after Roman gods. It's Earth and Uranus. Uranus was named after the ancient Greek king of the gods. The name Earth is an English-German name, which simply means the ground. And then just for clarity, the others, Mercury is named after the Roman god of travel. Venus named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Mars was the Roman god of war. Jupiter was the king of the Roman gods. And Saturn was the Roman god of agriculture. And Neptune was the Roman god of the sea. So there we go. That's where all those come from. Number 5, educational tonight as well. Number 5, what would you find living in and working in an apiary? It is bees. Number 6, on the 0 to 14 pH scale, which range would alkalines sit? It is 8 to 14. Number 7, this weekend sees the final of the Carabao League Cup, but which of these has not been a sponsor of the tournament? It's Barclays. Barclays was the sponsor of the Premier League. Coca-Cola sponsored the tournament for 1 year, and the Milk Marketing Board, well, the famous long-running, you know, if I drink milk, I can grow up to play for Accrington Stanley. That's not the quote, but you know what I mean. Number 8, complete the idiom like looking for a needle in a haystack. Number 9, what is the maximum number of players per team allowed on the ice in ice hockey? It is 6. Jack wants me to take him to ice hockey, and we've got one here in Blackburn, so I'm going to take him one Sunday and go and watch a game. And number 10, the ulnar nerve is better known as the funny bone. So tot your scores up. I have a tiebreaker question in the mix just about to come through if you need it to separate your teams or if you want to play along for fun. And the question is this. How many nations competed at the first ever Summer Olympic Games in it's not right, 1869. I've put those numbers the wrong way around, 1896. Starting to get numbers confused. That's not good. That's the 5th time I've done that this week. How many nations competed at the first ever Summer Olympic Games in 1896? Yeah. Not the first time I've done that this week, but numbers the wrong way round. So remember, nearest to this will get the point. If you need to separate your teams in 3, 2, 1. 14. So 14 nations competed at the first Summer Olympic Games. So there we go. That is it for this evening, and all of your quiz questions all sorted. So now you know what's coming up for the 3-year anniversary as well. I wasn't going to go small. It was go big or go home, and boy, are we going big with it. A lot more to come on those over the next couple of weeks, plus how you can sign up to be a part of that big smartphone quiz as well. It'll be free to play, but like I say, all you need to do will just be register. Basically, what was the device you're going to connect with on Zoom, just so that we know how many people to expect. And whether or not we might need to increase our Zoom capacity, but we'll worry about that down the line once we know how many of you are thinking of playing. That is it from me tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. Pre-recorded on Saturday. That I'll box off tomorrow, and the link will be available on Saturday as it always is. But other than that, thank you very much for joining us this evening. I'm off to bed because I'm exhausted, I'll be honest. It has been a long couple of days, but a lot of fun all the same. And I'm going to do it all again next week because I'm back in London for a flying 18-hour visit next week. Thanks for being with us. I will see you all soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. As always, from me, take care. Stay safe.